can to escape, and if necessary, kill prison guards on the way out. And I'll go right back to doing what I did before as soon as I hit the streets.
Which is what?
Kill kids.
Hey, welcome back to 80891. Today we want to talk to you about serial killers, but not the ones that you've already heard of, such as Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy. We want to talk to you about lesser known serial killers. So the first one we're going to start with is a killer named Westley Allen Dodd.
You are watching Ado 891.
Westley Allen Dodd, born July 3rd in Washington in 1961. He started off flashing young boys in his neighbourhood from his bedroom window at the age of 14. This then progressed into more serious acts. Dodd was arrested twice in 1982 for trying to get two young boys to undress for him, once in June and again in December. After he was arrested, it did not make him change his behaviour. In fact, he went on to do something so horrific and so horrendous on September 4th in 1989. He killed and raped two brothers aged 10 and 11 and then went into hiding until the 29th of October in 1989. It was on this day in October that he came out of hiding as the lust was too much for him to bear, and he kidnapped and killed a 4-year-old boy. Dodd again evaded capture for this crime, and on November 11, 1989, he again attempted to abduct another young boy from outside a movie theatre. When the child made a scene outside, Dodd tried to escape in his car, which fortunately broke down only 2 blocks away. The boyfriend of the child's mother, who Dodd was trying to attack, caught up with him and held him down until police arrived. Finally, he was caught and arrested. In January 1990, Dodd pled guilty to all charges and was sentenced to death. On January 5th, 1990, by his own request, Dodd was executed by hanging. Up next is a man named Derrick Todd Lee. He was born in 1968 in Louisiana and had a very colourful juvenile record. In 1984, he was caught peeping through windows of women's homes. Throughout the years of 1992 and 2001, his criminal record continued to grow for crimes such as robbery and battery. At some point in 1998, Lee began killing women, and for the next 6 years until 2003, he viciously murdered 7 women. Lee gained the nickname of the Baton Rouge Murderer and created public hysteria by the gruesome nature of these assaults. He would stalk his victims and then attack them in their homes, where he would beat and rape them. He was arrested on May 27, 2003, and he was sentenced to death by lethal injection on October 14, 2004. While on death row, he passed away from heart disease on January 21st, 2016. And finally, come to a man named Dennis Nilsen, born November 23rd, 1945 in Scotland. In 1961, he enlisted in the British Army and became a cook until 1972, when he left the army and served briefly as a police officer. He then went on to work as a civil servant in a job centre. Nilsen found his first victim, a 14-year-old boy who he strangled and kept his body for months to satisfy his sexual fantasies. He continued to lure and kill men, mutilating their bodies and experimenting with them until 1983. He's known as the British Jeffrey Dahmer. After a crime spree of almost 16 years, Nilsen himself was arrested in February of 1983 after he had complained about blocked pipes in his apartment building, unaware that he had caused these blockages with human flesh and bones from his victims. He was sentenced to life with parole after 25 years, but that was taken away in 1994. Janice Nilsen passed away on May 12, 2018 as a result of complications after a stomach operation. So, have you learned anything new throughout this video? If you have, let us know in the comments, and as always, like and share. Thanks for listening. Bye!